Hey everyone, this is Matt, and in today's video I have for you another Adventures of series. This time, the Adventures of Floowandereeze flying me to Diamond 5. So, the ranked ladder reset, I'm back to Plat. I restarted the season, this month at Plat 5. I decided, alright, let's climb back to Diamond. So, I'm already at Diamond 5, and why am I playing Floowandereeze and not Eldritch? I'll tell you why. True story, in the TCG, when Branded Despia was being played by everyone, I thought that Eldritch was... It was really annoying to play Eldritch against Branded Despia. And why is that? The reason is, they have a lot of really annoying cards. Like, for example, they have Mirror Jade, which, if you're not careful, will banish your Eldritch. They have Branded Lost, which basically says that they can, like, when they fuse, you literally can't activate anything or respond, right? Which really sucks because, like, that means you can't Solemn Strike, you can't, Solemn Judgment, you can't negate, you can't do a lot of stuff, right? You're just locked out of doing anything. And Eldritch is a very, like, respond to them kind of, respond to the opponent kind of deck. Next thing they have is Branded Opening, which is really annoying because it makes it so that it's, they have protection against one instance of Torrential Tribute or Needle Sealing for free, basically. So that's kind of annoying. Another thing that's annoying, obviously, Guardian Chimera, which basically the only way to prevent it from popping two of your cards is you open Lord of the Heavenly Prison, which, 1 in 3 chance, but, they're a lot more consistent about their Chimera play. Or you use Eldritch's Effect in hand, send it to the graveyard to snipe and take out Branded in red before you set anything. So that's some ways you can deal with it. So that's part of the reason why I was running Curse Eldland before. I'm not running Curse Eldland now in Eldritch. I'm running other cards, which I'll show you later. But basically, so it's just an annoying matchup. It's not unwinnable. It's just annoying, right? And Branded Despia, because it has so many ways to just generate free cards and, like, resources, games can get really grindy, even when they're under a floodgate, right? So, like, I'm actually main decking Shadow Imprisoning Mirror in my Eldritch deck, just because I know there's going to be a lot of, Branded Despia, and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror single-handedly wins the matchup. Skill Drain and Rivalry are good floodgates against Branded Despia. Goes and does not. Skill Drain, they can dodge it by, they could summon Guardian Chimera, activate its effect, and then chain like Branded Red and fuse away Guardian Chimera so that it's off the field and its effect goes through and you can pop two of your cards. That does take a lot of resources for them to commit, but they can do that. Rivalry Warlords locks them into dragons, right? Or fairies. They'll never be able to summon Mirror Jade. They'll never be able to summon Drago Stapelia or even Guardian Chimera. They'll only be able to summon fairies and dragons, pretty much, or fairies or dragons. So, yeah, there are ways that you can defeat Branded Despia as Eldritch. It just feels like it's a grindier game, right? So for example, I have 10 replays here. Even though I did say this is the Adventures of Floowandereeze, the very first replay I'm going to show you is actually me playing Eldritch against Branded Despia. Note that this duel is 15 turns, right? 15 turns is a long time. And you'll see that even in this, I did not draw a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, but I did draw a Floodgate, and it still took 15 turns to close out this stupid game, right? It just takes a really long time. All the other 9 replays are me playing Floowandereeze. Note, 2 turns, 4 turns, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3. 11 is the longest game I played as Floowandereeze, and it might not even have been a Branded Despia matchup. I'll have to check which one it is, but basically, I just feel like I just want to get back to Diamond 1. I just want to climb as quickly as possible. And these Eldritch games, yes, even in Plat, because everyone's playing Branded Despia. Ever since Hulk got banned, literally the only decks I see are like Branded Despia, Sword Soul, which is easy to beat as Eldritch, and Numeron, which is also easy to beat as Eldritch. But the fact that everyone is playing, actually, I guess there are a few Flu players, but the fact that so many people are playing Branded Despia, it's just, the games are just so slow. That's my main issue I have with Eldritch right now. It's not bad, like, it's still good. It's just that, like, games just take forever. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention that, Branded Despia has against Eldritch, which is pretty good. Super Poly and the Fallen of Albaz, right, where they can just fuse away your Eldritch, with, whatever, and then make a fusion monster. So, Plus they have that Despian Quartus, which can reduce your Eldritch's attack. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's just annoying. Okay, like you can play it, yes, and I'll at the end of this video I'll show you a quick picture of the deck list that I'm currently running in Eldritch, my Eldritch deck. It's not 100% complete. I might still make tweaks to it, but so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, so you're gonna be seeing mostly Flandreau's gameplay here. So anyway, let's get into game one. Let's look at my opponent's deck. It is Branded Despia, because of course it is. He's playing a 58 card version. Wow, that's crazy. Like, why does he need 58 cards? Oh, he's running Psyframe Gamma package. Okay, he's running Branded Sword, which is fine but not great. One copy of Raigeki, one copy of Triple Taxes. What the hell? Why would you do that? I don't understand. Super Poly makes sense. Branded Red. Do you really need 3? I think you can get by with 2. Also, so this dude's ratios are all wrong. So Luber should be at 2. Branded Opening should be at 3. That's the better ratio. 3 Albaz is overkill. 2 is minimum 1, maximum 2, in my opinion. He's running Paw of Desires, which is strictly worse than Allure of Darkness. Called by, okay, fine. 1 Droplet. Okay, so I mean, it kind of sounds like this dude doesn't quite know what they're doing, but whatever. Still a Branded Despia deck. Oh, and a random monster reborn. All right, so let's start this game here. I want to say that I go first. I do want to say that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and set 4. So Rivalry Warlord is better than Gozen against Branded Despia. So you definitely want Rivalry. It makes the matchup way easier. So he's gonna Branded Opening, which means that his fusions are already protected from being destroyed, which is annoying, right? So Luber's gonna come out. He's gonna activate Branded Lost, and then he's gonna use Monster Reborn on Nibiru. I don't know why he did this, but I'm just gonna Rivalry here, so he doesn't get a free body for no reason. Normally, I would, like, if he didn't Monster Reborn, I would think, oh, he can Branded Fusion, and then I chain Rivalry Branded Fusion, then he's locked into fairies. And there's no Branded Fusion target that is a fairy, so. Anyway, I'm going to Trap Check into Elixir, just because I want to accelerate my engine a little bit. So, I draw Lava Golem. Yes, I'm running Lava Golem over Sphere Mode. Branded Despia sometimes puts 3 bodies on the board, oftentimes does not. 2 is the magic number in this format. Why? Sword Soul puts out 2 Synchro monsters. Branded Despia puts out 2 fusion monsters. So 2 is a magic number. So out goes Sphere Mode, in goes Lava Golem. So I am playing Lava Golem. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing into this Luber. I'm gonna grab Huaquero. Huaquero is really, really good against Branded Despia. It's not only a way to get rid of Branded Opening, but also if they use Branded in red, whatever they target, if you banish off Huaquero, will make Branded in red fizzle. So Huaquero is just amazing. In fact, if you want to run 3 Huaquero in your Eldritch deck in this format, go for it. It's really good. Alright, so Albaz is going to go ahead and attempt to fuse my Eldritch with itself. I'm going to chain Conquistador and pop Albaz, so his effect will fizzle. He's going to activate Branded Fusion, which will send Albaz. So he makes Titaniclad, which is a 3700 beater. It's a very good monster. Annoying to out. I can't even Solemn Strike. Like, because of Branded Loss, I cannot use Solemn Strike. So this Solemn Strike you see here is going to stay here on my field for a very long time, because I literally can't Solemn Strike. So he mills another Branded Opening, which is annoying. I'm going to go ahead and banish one of them, just because I can. So because of Rivalry, I cannot make Constellar Pallades. I cannot make Lina. So I'm just going to use Eldritch Send. Unfortunately, I have to pitch D-Barrier, which I don't like, because D-Barrier is amazing. You have to be running 3 of D-Barrier in this format, no exceptions. D-Barrier kills Sword Soul, kills Numeron, kills Branded Despia. You have to be running 3. Unfortunately, I had to ditch it, but I figure I just want to get this Titaniclad off the field. Eldritch is going to come back here at 35. So let's go ahead and do some damage. By the way, under Rivalry, I can't even Lava Golem his field, because, yeah, it's a Fiend. So Conquistador is going to get another Elixir. So he's at 2700. I'm just trying to, like, end the game as quickly as possible. So he's going to Albaz again. Attempt to try to fuse my Eldritch with Albaz to make, it can only be Albion, right? Which will And then he's going to just chain a bunch of effects. Also, the fact that like they chain block is really annoying as well. But that's kind of what all good decks do nowadays. He makes Lubellion. Lubellion's going to... He's locked into Dragons. He cannot make Ice Shade. He's going to make a second Albion. So this is like kind of derpy. It's like, is this a scary board? No. It's just annoying that I have to deal with 3 fucking Dragons now, right? Like, it's just drawing out the game, right? It's like I can deal with them, but it's just annoying too. So I'm going to go ahead and Elixir here. So I'll get the Eldritch. Okay, so I'm at 2 Eldritches now. Tarantula is a good card. Unfortunately, he has Branded Opening in his graveyard, so Tarantula's basically not going to do anything. So I do just get rid of Tarantula because there's no point. It's really sad that like, yeah. So I'm gonna swing into Lubellion and then I'm gonna crash into Albion. Why do I crash? Well, my goal here is to get rid of as many bodies as quickly as possible. Also, by putting an Eldritch in my graveyard, the next turn I can revive another Eldritch at 3,500. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Walquero. So Walquero can get rid of Branded Opening. Oh, he's gonna use Branded Sword. Okay. Branded Sword is gonna spawn a bunch of tokens. Luckily, my Eldritch is at 35, so these tokens, which are 2,500 tokens. By the way, he actually banished Branded Opening for that Branded Sword. So he recycles Albaz, okay. He's going to draw some cards, okay. Theater Despia. So he summons Albaz, but he doesn't have any more valid targets. Because both, like, he's only running 2 Albion, so he cannot fuse my Eldritch with his Fallen of Albaz, so... Anyway, he's going to use the Theater to fuse these into another Lubellion. So again, this dude has no plays. He's just playing, he's just clicking yes on every freaking text box and just making monsters. Again, it's just making the game longer, right? He's under Rivalry. He literally can't beat me. But just the fact that he's just stalling, right? But again, my experience playing against Eldritch, as Eldritch against these Branded Despia decks, they stall so freaking hard. It's crazy. Anyway... So I'm gonna send Solemn Strike because again, because of Branded Loss, I can never use Solemn Strike unless it's against like a Luber, basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon this at 35. So I'm gonna swing into crash into Albion, swing over Lubellion, and now I have a Torrential Tribute. And since his Branded Opening is gone, I can actually use Torrential Tribute now. So he's gonna grab Branded Fusion, which it literally doesn't matter because like what the fuck is he gonna make, right? His Albions and Lubellions are all banished, or in the graveyard. So, I draw D-Bear, which is always a good card to draw. I'm going to swing into this token, okay? I'm going to set D-Bear. You love to see it. So, he's going to crash into my Eldritch. I'm going to Hawquero. Just so because I can. I'm going to get rid of his Aluber, so he can't recycle it. He's going to brand it in red. His attempt to... his Fallen Albaz, but I have this thing called D-Bear, which is going to call fusions, and I'm going to say no to that. So he does normal summon Fallen Albaz, but he can't fuse. So I'm going to go ahead and revive my Eldritch at 35. Like, look how tedious this freaking duel is. This dude is under Rivalry, and it is this tedious. Like, if he was under Shadow Imprisoning, this game would probably be over sooner, but it's just like, I don't want my games to be this long. I draw Witch's Strike, which I'm starting to regret because I have not seen any Adventure, right? So I'm probably going to cut Witch's Strike soon. I have not seen Adventure because of the ban list, right? The Enchantress is limited. Sword Soul is sometimes making Barone, sometimes making the level 10 long end, like Qixing long end or whatever, which does not have an Omni Negate. So yeah, I do have Witch's Strike here, but I think I do want to cut it. Anyway, I just revived Eldritch at 35, and I'm finally going to swing for game here, I think. Okay, he just scoops. Like, dude, why didn't you scoop 10 turns earlier? Anyway. Yeah, so, again, it's super freaking tedious, right? And I'm just like, this is just a game in Plat 4. Like, why is this taking so long? So, yes, that is why I switched to Flandres. Flandres games are a lot shorter. It's a more decisive like, turn 1, 2, or 3 victory. Anyway. Moving on, let's look at our next opponents. They are a Numeron player, lol, and I'm Flandres. So, the only time games take this long if you're Flandres is if I think I brick here. I don't remember, but whatever. Flu against Numeron. Let's go. Flu is actually very, very good against Numeron. Yeah, I'd say the top 4 most popular decks I see is Branded Espia, followed by Sourceful, followed by Numeron. Nobody's playing Adventure. From like I already advanced through all of Plat, got to Diamond 5. Nobody's playing Adventure anything, right? So he's gonna Ash Pot of Duality, which is hilarious. I'm gonna chain D-Shifter here. By the way, D-Shifter turns off Numeron network. He cannot activate it because for cost he must send Numeron Calling to the graveyard from the deck. So, all right, I'm just gonna grab my Eaglin. Stree's gonna go ahead and banish his Ash. He's gonna Ghost Bell. Dude, this motherfucker has Ghost Bell. So yeah, I guess my turn is over. Awkward. He's gonna summon this guy to get the field spell. He activates his field spell. He uses Call by the Grave on D-Shifter. Dude, can you believe how dumb this motherfucker is? Hey, idiot. D-Shifter is a lingering effect, right? So, Call by the Grave negates the activated effects and continuous effects of monsters of the same name. Call by the Grave on D-Shifter will do absolutely nothing, except open up my graveyard so that I can, if I draw D-Shifter, I can play another D-Shifter. So, yeah, he can't use Numeron Network under D-Shifter. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and make my M-Pen. M-Pen is, you love to see it. He's gonna Veiler my M-Pen, which is kind of annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna swing here. So the thing about M-Pen literally shuts down, like, monsters from the extra deck cannot activate their effects, period. So his Numeron gates will not be able to use their effects. So he's gonna go ahead and make 3 gates. I'm going to Cherries. I try to Cherry Zeus. He doesn't have Zeus. I do later add, so if you look at my extra deck, I do later add gate. So after seeing how many Numeron players there are right now, I literally add the number 1 gate to my extra deck as a Winter Cherries target. So he's going to make the Mega Fortress, which is really hard to out as Flu because it literally is unaffected by monster effects. So I'm going to go ahead and Eaglin. Grab this Stree here. Stree is going to go ahead. He's going to Ogre. Why are you Ogring? Dude, I swear, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are so bad at this game. It's like crazy to me. So he's going to swing. Okay. So things are looking a little bleak. He's going to grab a field spell, but it doesn't matter. I just have to out this stupid Mega Clops. I do top deck the Eaglin, which is mwah, perfect. So, alright, let's try this again. Eaglin into Stree. Grabs Apex Avian. Stree into, well, I'm just going to banish whatever. M-Pen is going to grab, you should know by now, he's going to grab the Unexplored Winds, which is the only out to Mega Clops that we have in our deck. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this back. And I'm going to use this field spell to make my M-Pen 3k attack. Which is not enough, but you know, it is what it is. He's just going to kill my M-Pen, which doesn't matter. Because at this point, I have Unexplored on my field. So M-Pen, or Eaglin is going to, he's going to Max C. Again, Max C does nothing against Flu. Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are so dumb. It blows my mind. Oh, man. Alright, so here comes the Apex Avian. I'm going to use Apex Avian to tribute his Mega Clops, recycle my hand, and then I'm going to go ahead and swing for 3k. Now, at this point, if he attempts to Numeron Network, I have a negate via Apex Avian, and then next turn I can follow up and summon M-Pen. Right. Yeah, this is why you have to run 2 M-Pen. So he's going to network, I'm going to chain. He activates a second one, but guess what? You can't use the effect again because it's hard once per turn. So, again, this guy is not smart at all. He has no idea what he's doing. I finally draw Robina. Dude, I've just been cycling Eaglin and Stree as my only 2 little birds, and I finally get Robina. I can finally open up this freaking game state. Alright, so check this out. Robina is going to grab Barrier Statue. I'm going to go ahead and tribute Apex Avian. Just because it's game, it's like, you know, just going to attack, right? And then, goodbye. Bam. So that did take 11 turns. Yo. I just... Wait. 11. Oh wait, not 11 turns. Holy shit, yo! This duelist name is 11T, and it took 11 turns. How crazy is that? All right, that's a crazy coincidence. All right, anyway, game number 3. So 3 turns, games get faster. Oh look, another Numeron player. Also, what is it with Numeron players playing Sky Striker cards? He's got 2 Widow Anchors. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it, but whatever. All right, so let's start this. A lot of Numeron players nowadays. I do like that. I no longer have to see that stupid Halt combo. Alright, Prosperity. What's it going to get us? Okay. So I have a really good opening hand. Ideally, we want the map. I'm just going to grab the Eaglin. Why not Call by the Grave? Because I don't think I need it. So I'm going to make the M-Pen here. I'm going to grab some of the Barrier Statue. And then we have the Dreaming Town. All right, let's see what he does. So he normals the Pathfinder, grabs the network. So he's gonna Widow Anchor. So Widow Anchor is basically like an imperm, right? It's just gonna negate one of my effects. So he negates my Barrier Statue because he wants to use Numeron Network. Okay. So he's gonna activate that. So none of these monsters can use their effects because of M-Pen. So my guess is he's probably going to make Megaclops or Appaloosa. So I'm just going to go ahead and Dreaming Town here. Grab another M-Pen. So I'm just going to, since I summoned Avian, I'm going to Book of Moon his entire field using the graveyard effect of Dreaming Town. So yeah, so now he's going to have 4 bodies on the field and he can't do anything with them. Yeah, this game's completely ogre. Token is going to grab Dreaming Town back. Stree is going to banish his, just cause, you know, I don't really need to search any big birds right now. M-Pen is going to grab Unexplored Winds, which is going to be great for clearing his board. I'm going to shuffle back some cards, draw some cards. Ooh, I finally draw the field spell. Yeah, this game is so over. I'm going to go ahead and send Eaglin. Eaglin is going to search. Yeah, he's just going to scoop. Yeah, I like, the game is so unbelievably over. Like, I had a tribute on him. Yeah, I was just going to clear all his monsters. Numeron Network was going to get negated by Avian. His back rows, yeah, the game was completely over. Alright, let's see. Duel 4. Alright, Floowandereeze versus Brandessia. So this is a better deck profile. Although, why no Allure of Darkness? That card is so free. 3 Aluber, 3 Brand Opening. That's an incorrect ratio. Should be 2 Aluber. The 1 Veiler is kind of random. Okay, 2 Albaz is fine. 2 Poly, 3. It's not bad. The main thing I would change is what I already mentioned. Also, he has a random Anaconda. Like, what? Oh, I guess Anaconda can send Branded Fusion, but that's kind of stupid. But anyway, alright, let's get into this game. Alright, so my opening hand is not great. I could go first. Rally. Oh, look. Robina. Robina is going to search Eaglin. Eaglin is going to search M-Pen. M-Pen is going to grab the Dreaming Town. Alright, so why do I recycle both Eaglin and Robina? Normally I would only recycle Eaglin. However, I'm planning on doing something, which you'll see in a second here. I did normal Robina again. I activated Elborz, the Sacred Land of the Simorgh, because now I can use Elborz to make it so that I only have to tribute 1 monster for Apex Avian. So now, there you go. I have, like, instead of having the Barrier Statue, because I couldn't get it this turn, I end with M-Pen and Avian. Avian is not hard once per turn, so I'm also going to set Dreaming Town, Eclipse, and then Winter Cherries in my hand. So yeah, like if Avian bounces itself, Winter Cherries becomes live as soon as they have 2 monsters, which is Aluber into Lubellion. So pretty good. Alright, so let's see what he's going to do. So he's going to Fright Fur, search Poly and Edge Imp. Okay. He's going to Luber into Branded Fusion. Could I have negated a Luber with Avian? I could have, but I would rather negate Branded Fusion. He's going to Poly. Now, I could have negated here, and maybe in retrospect I should have. But, well, you'll see in a bit. He actually makes Guardian Chimera, right? The Guardian Chimera is going to attempt to pop, and he's going to get Dramaturge back, okay? So, before he pops, there's a good chance he's going to try to pop Avian. I'm going to chain Avian to negate the Chain Link 3. So he did Chain Block. So Edge Imp Sabers will not activate, will get negated. He gets Dramaturge back, okay, cool. And he pops Dreaming Town, which I'm actually okay with. So he's going to Branded Fusion. So he wants to make, obviously, Mirror Jade. I'm gonna chain Winter Cherries. He's gonna Super Poly. Why the fuck did he chain Super Poly? I'll never understand. But whatever, he's gonna Super Poly. Super Poly is going to make Drago Stapelia. Oh, I know why. Because he wants to he wants Drago Stapelia on the field so that he can negate my Impen. Okay, and he wants to get his fusions off the field. Sure. I still think that was silly. So I banished all his Mirror Jade. So no Mirror Jade for him. So he does make Masquerade, like, okay, whatever. So he's going to negate my Impen. So now Dramaturge will crash into Impen. And then he swings for 25. So, and then he's going to Theater, which, okay, whatever. Theater's going to make what? Second Masquerade. Okay. So he opted to get rid, and then he brings back Drago Stapelia. Pretty good ending board, right? However, I have this card called Book of Eclipse, which I'm going to use on draw phase to flip his board phase down. I'm telling you, if you're a Flu player or aspiring to be one, play this card. It's better than Book of Moon. It's so freaking good because of shit like this. See? Now his monsters are completely irrelevant. So I'm going to go ahead and play the map. Yeah, I'm going to, it's field day time. Like, I can do whatever I want. So I actually went ahead and sent Unexplored Winds. So why did I do that? Because Rubina's already banished. Rubina can search Token. Token can grab Unexplored Winds. Yep. Eaglin's going to grab Ryza. Token. Unexplored Winds. Let's go, baby. And I'm going to summon Ryza. Ryza is going to bounce Drago. And I'm going to put Dramaturge of Despia on top of his deck. Right, so I want him to break out his draw. So all these cards are pretty good. The worst card to put on top of his deck is the Dramaturge, because it's like a level 8. You can't do anything with it, right? And I'm going to bounce Ryza back into my hand so that I can use it again, right? Alright, I'm going to activate Unexplored Winds. Now I'm going to use Unexplored Winds to basically tribute his Masquerade. And now I'm going to attack his other Masquerade. So he's going to get his Aluber back, but it doesn't matter. Because, the negation is only till the end of the turn. So, yeah. Book of Eclipse flips nothing now, and now his top deck is guaranteed to be Dramaturge, right? So he's going to attempt to fuse Aluber with Dramaturge, which will get him a fusion body plus a Dramaturge on the field. And I'm just going to say no to that, thanks to Avian, Apex Avian, and negate that, right? He's going to just swing for 18, well, I don't care. And he's just going to, yeah, game's over. Like, I have Eaglin. Eaglin's going to grab Impen. Yeah, the game is completely ogre. Cool. Duel number 5. What do we have here today? We have, Fluandre's mirror match, which is not fun. it's tedious and stupid. Also, why is this motherfucker playing Skullmeister? Double DD Crow, double Street. Oh my god. He's running one copy of Eaglin or Impen. One copy of Extra. Oh, what is this guy doing? This deck's profile is absolute ass. Yeah, this is not how you build Flu. Hey, my guy, if you're watching my video, you'll see how to build Flu at the end of this profile. I'll show the deck list. But wow, this is sad, as you'll see in this game. how sad it is. Who plays Skullmeister? I really don't get it. All right, let's see what we got. I believe I go first. Going first in a mirror matchup is always good, no matter what the mirror matchup is, except maybe Numron. So Robina, Eaglin. So no, I did not shotgun D-Shifter. Why? Because I want its effect to last as late as possible. So I'm gonna try to use it on their turn if possible. But it turns out they're a freaking flu deck. They're not gonna have Shifter's not gonna matter. So M-Pen, okay. So I grabbed the Dreaming Town. I pass. Not a great opening board. Could be better, but you know it is what it is. So I see he has a map. Oh, I too have. Oh, so a fellow degenerate flu player. Okay. So, all right. So he's gonna grab Eaglin. He's gonna make his M-Pen. M-Pen against M-Pen, like it's just handshake. It's like nothing's gonna happen. So he does get the unexplored wins before I do. Also, whoever puts out unexplored wins typically wins the matchup. Unexplored wins is the game winner card. As soon as he activates it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna Dreaming Town here. I cannot allow unexplored wins to exist on his field. So here comes Robina. I'm gonna get Avion. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Ryza. Ryza's gonna bounce. Unexplored wins to the top of his deck. Put Dreaming Town back on top of my deck, and then bounce itself back into my hand. And of course, Chain Block. Yeah, no unexplored wins for you, buddy. No, sir. Yeah, he's not gonna bother crashing because it's pointless. It's literally pointless. So M-Pen, Robina, and then his map is gonna trigger, and he's gonna get his Eaglin. Dude, the chains on in this game are nuts. Yes, I tributed my M-Pen. Why? Because I don't want him to search Apex Avion yet. I want my M-Pen to be able to get a search off before he puts Apex Avion on the field or Ryza on the field, right? So I do want it. So I am going to get my search. So yeah, I did tribute my M-Pen, but it doesn't matter. It can be recycled. So yeah, he does bring out Apex Avion. Okay, which is expected. I'm going to get the map here. Stree is going to banish M-Pen. He's going to Robina into Tokan. And then now he's going to make Apex Avion, okay? However, I'm going to summon Ryza off that same chain, and I'm going to chain block myself so he cannot Apex Avion. So I'm bouncing Apex Avion on top of his deck, M-Pen back onto my deck, and then Ryza back into my hand. And then he chains a bird. Yo, if you're having trouble following this duel, it's even more difficult when you're actually playing it. It's like so many fucking chains and chain blocking that. Anyway, all right. So I have a map. So Tokan is going to. So map is going to send unexplored wins. Tokan is going to grab unexplored wins, right? Now I'm going to Robina, and now he has Ash, so I can't chain block anymore. He's going to Ash Robina, but again, it doesn't matter because I got unexplored wins and I have Dreaming Town. So the rest is just history, right? So. And I have two ways of summoning on his turn, Dreaming Town and unexplored on the map, right? So I'm gonna draw. I'm just gonna call by the grave just in case he has another Ash on next turn. All right. So I have a gigantic advantage against him because he does not have unexplored wins and I do, right? So he's just gonna scoop. Yeah, I think he knows I have a big advantage. So yeah. That was a tedious game. It took 3 or 4 turns, but yeah, I did come out on top. Definitely think, yeah, I'm pretty sure my deck is way better than his. All right, what's next? Game number 6. We have another Numron with Adventure Numron. What the fuck? Who does that? All right, whatever. Yeah, dude, the number of Numron players since the Hulk got banned exploded. Right, probably because like Numron players are sick of like not being able to board clear the Hulk board, right? Because of cards like Nine Pillars or whatever that they just stopped playing. And then Hulk went and all right. Anyway, so I'm first. Give me a map. Ah, Billy Eclipse, not what I wanted. So unexplored wins. I'm gonna attempt to draw 2 cards. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Robina and terraforming. This is exactly what I wanted. He's going to Ash, but it doesn't matter because I still have a Robina. Who Ashes terraforming? Like, seriously. That's literally the worst spot. That's the worst possible spot to Ash is the terraforming. So here comes Empen. Dreaming Town. Barrier Statue, set 2. Bam. Yeah. Really strong board here. So he's going to normal summon Snow. And using Snow's effect, he's going to flip my Barrier Statue. So he is a Numeron. So he cannot summon his Numeron gates. I mean, he can't. Alright, so. And then he Gamma Seals my Empen. Here's the deal, folks. Because Snow is on the field, he can't use Numeron Network. So he's going to summon Pankratops, which he was locked out of because of Barrier Statue. And then he's going to make Anaconda. What the fuck? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yeah, fuck that. Eaglin's going to come out. No DP. No sir. Apex Avian, and then I'm going to tribute Anaconda and Eaglin for Apex Avian. And now if he tries to do a Numeron Network play, I have Apex Avian to negate it. And if he still has a play, I have Book of Eclipse to just flip all his monsters face down. So, yeah, this game is over. So he's going to activate it. I'm going to chain. He's going to send. I'm going to chain Apex Avian. And he's going to use Snow. I think this is just like a rage thing. And then he's just going to summon Snow for reasons, I guess. Yeah, this game, I think he knows that there's nothing he can do. Like, he had Malicious in hand, which does nothing. So yeah, this game is completely over. Yeah, he just scoops. Yeah, Unexplored Winds is a magnificent card. Such a great card. Alright, what is this? Duel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Duel 7. Another flu matchup. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Also, what the fuck are these texts? What? Storming Mirror Force? Who does that? 2 D-Shifter. That sounds like a lack of funds problem. 2 Stree. No bueno. The 1 Veiler. Is that a crossout target? Oh, maybe Veiler and Imperm are there for crossout targets. Okay, I guess. 3 Book of Moons. My man, Book of Eclipse is better than Book of Moon. As you'll see very, very soon, actually. Alright, so let's get into this mirror matchup. It's not as long or annoying as the last one, and I actually go second here, I believe. So I still win, but I go second. Again, it's about the grind game and knowing exactly what your opponent wants to do. That's just all Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just knowing your opponent's deck. Don't even have to know your deck. You just know your opponent's deck and you win. You can know nothing about your deck and you'll still win. Alright, so he's going to go first. Extrav, Jack in Hand. So this is funny. So Jack in Hand, let's read this card. It says, reveal 3 level 1 monster different in your deck. Your opponent adds 1 to their hand, and you add 1 to your hand. Then shuffle the 3rd in the deck. So I get to grab one of his birds into my hand, and guess what? I'm going to get a Robina off of that. So this Robina is his Robina. Which, hilarious. I've never, like, seldom does this happen where Jack of Hand actually is useful. Alright, Robina. Okay. Barrier Statue. Yep. Eaglin. Very straightforward. Empen. Okay. Ooh. Dreaming Town. Yep. Barrier Statue. Set. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of his Zeus. So, just because I can, you know, it's like, oh, you know, just so he doesn't have a Zeus play, I use, well, Winter Cherries to get rid of Zeus. Alright, so, Duality. He's going to Ash Duality. Who does that? Bruh. People who Ash pot cards are actually brain dead. Like, hey, idiots. Pots always are literally Ash bait, right? Well, whatever. Anyway. So, Robina is going to summon, and he's going to get a summon. I'm going to get Stree, just cuz. No point in getting Barrier Statue. Eaglin. Wait. Oh. So that was a mistake. So, this Robina is his. So, when it leaves the field, it's going to go to his banish pile. So, what I should have done with this Robina is I should have searched my Robina. So, that was a small misplay that I realized. But it's going to end up not mattering, as you'll see soon. See? So, his Robina. It's his Robina. So, Eaglin's going to come back. Empen. So he does try to get Apex Avian. I mean, dealing with Apex Avian as Flu is really easy. So I'm going to summon Stree and bait Apex Avian. And yeah, he's literally taking the bait, right? So that's what I wanted, because now I can play Unexplored Winds, or I can attempt to swing into his Bear Statue. This Book of Moon is like literally worthless, does nothing. Yeah, so check this out. So he has Dreaming Town now. So, but I got Unexplored Winds on the field, so his Apex Avian cannot negate it. But he will summon Apex Avian back, but you're gonna see soon that it's not gonna matter, right? Okay. Alright, so he does get Apex Avian back, but again, it doesn't matter, because I have Book of Eclipse, which can literally just bait the Apex Avian on the gate anytime I want. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So, first, he's going to normal summon Robina and use the effect. I'm going to chain Book of Eclipse because I want his Apex Avian negate to be off the field. So he's going to chain Apex Avian, which is expected, and then I'm going to chain Dreaming Town, right? So Dreaming Town is going to summon Eaglin. Eaglin is going to search. So he summons his Eaglin. So here's the thing. So he activates map on response to summoning my Eaglin, but his Eaglin does not activate. My guess is because he has no valid search targets in his deck. So Avian is in his hand, M-Pen is on the field, he has no other M-Pens, and my guess is Ryza is also in his hand. So this is a big fuck up on his part by not having a second M-Pen, right? Because now his Eaglin is going to fizzle, right? So I'm going to get my Stree, or my M-Pen here, and now I'm going to tribute his map. So because I'm tributing his map, he's not going to get a normal summon. That's going to fizzle. And then M-Pen is going to grab another card here. So Eaglin comes back. I grab my map. So now with my map, I can have a Robina. And then I'm going to tribute his M-Pen for my Apex Avian. And now if he's already used his normal summon. If he puts out a map and attempts to use it, I chain Apex Avian and the game is over. If he normal summons Apex Avian, it doesn't matter because he can't swing into my M-Pen, right? Best case, he swings into my Apex Avian. So game is completely over. He just scoops because he probably realizes how fucked he is. Yeah. Again, this is like some 5D chess going on here. I know flute combos look simple, but it really matters what you summon and what you search and at what time so that you don't get screwed by your opponent. So you just saw two Flute mirror matchups in this video where I went first in one, I won. I went second one, I won because I have more knowledge of the Flute deck and what needs to happen. So. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was duel 7. Let's duel number 8. Let's see what my opponent is playing today. Numeron again. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I would say actually Numeron's the second most common deck I've seen. Branded Despia followed by Numeron. The reason you're not seeing as many Branded Despia replays is because a lot of times Branded Despia just auto scoops against blue. Same with Sword Soul. So. I don't want to play. I don't want to show you auto scoop replays. So, my opening hand is not good because I have one Eaglin which cannot get me a bit summon me a big bird. So I'm just gonna set Book of the Eclipse. All right, now check this out. So he's gonna go ahead and activate the Planet Pathfinder. I'm gonna D-shifter and then I'm going to Winter Cherries. So Winter Cherries is going to banish his number 1 gate, right? So I did add number 1 gate to my extra deck, so now he has he only has the number 2, 3, and 4 gate, and guess what? Without the number 1 gate, he cannot summon the number C1 gate, which is another way he can OTK. So I'm literally like kneecapping him completely here. So that means his best play, because he cannot summon 4 gates, he can't even make Appaloosa. He has to make Megaclops. Megaclops is the only way he can do anything. Now you might ask, why did I not Book of Eclipse on his 3 gates? Because that would have prevented the XC summon. Because if I did, he would have drawn 3 cards off of that. I'd rather let him bring out the Megaclops and just deal with it. So, alright, so let's see what I draw. The God top deck is Map, baby! Let's go! This is the God top deck. Alright, so Map comes out. Eaglin's going to summon, send Robina. Yeah, I'm full combo here. This game is over. Completely ogre. Robina. Token. M-Pen. Alright, so Unexplored Winds is the only out to this fucking Megaclops, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this back. Use the Pot of Duality. Oh look, Dreaming Town, exactly what I wanted. Now, if I did not draw Dreaming Town, I always had the option of tribute summoning Ryza using my M-Pen and his Megaclops. But I did draw Dreaming Town, so I don't need to do that anymore. So he's going to use Afterburner, which is like, why are these Numeron players using Sky Striker? I'll never understand. So, okay, he's going to pop M-Pen. Literally don't care, right? Now, check this out. So he's going to summon Numeron Wall, right? Numeron Wall is going to allow me to summon Eaglin. And then he's going to Droplet my Eaglin, which is going to stop my summons. But I still have Dreaming Town, so it doesn't matter. And he's going to make Access Code Talker. I don't often see Access Code Talker being summoned by Numerons, but anyway. So he's going to go further. So on resolution of that effect, I'm going to Dreaming Town. And guess what, folks? Robina is going to grab Stree. And then I'm going to go ahead and tribute his Access Code for my Ryza. And I'm going to put his Numeron Network on top of his deck. And put Dreaming Town back on top of my deck. And then Eaglin recycles. Unfortunately, because if you summon Ryza off the effect of Unexplored Winds, you cannot bounce a card to hand. So Ryza will not recur itself, but it doesn't matter because he just scoops. Yeah, this game was over. Like, I didn't think I really needed to recur Ryza in the first place. Alright. Next duel, we have Branded Despia. Alright, so Floowandereeze, Duel 9, Floowandereeze versus Branded Despia. And if only Master Duel Branded Despia players actually knew how to build. A lot of their builds are just so wrong. You gotta be playing Allure of Darkness, folks. Alright, so I have a really good opening hand. Very, very good. He's gonna go first. Upstart, okay. Foolish into Tragedy. Tragedy into Luber, okay. Oh, he does. This guy is running Allure. Okay, first, yeah, very few do. So Upstart. Random Fusion, okay. So now that he activates Random Fusion, now I chain Maxi. Never shotgun Maxi. Always chain it to something. That way, they commit to a summon, and they commit to like some plays. So he's gonna make Lubellion, okay. Lubellion. I'm gonna draw a card. Ooh, Dreaming Town. You love to see it. He's gonna make Ice Mirror Jade, okay. That draws me M-Pen. Ooh, drawing the M-Pen. Very much muy bueno. So he has a Branded in red. Guess what, folks? Call by the Grave counters Branded in red, so I don't even care about this. So I draw Apex Avion. I'm going to go ahead and draw Excavate 6 here. So let's see what we're going to get. So I do get Eaglin. Why did I get Eaglin and not Winter Cherries? Because I want to be able to grab Barrier Statue off Robina. So I'm going to Call by the Grave on his Tragedy, which is the target of his Branded Red. I don't know why he Branded Red so early. Like, these people need to be like more patient at that. So I'm going to go ahead and flip his Mirror Jade so he can't use it. Robina, Barrier Statue, Eaglin, Ryza. I'm actually going to go Ryza here. Why Ryza? Because I want to bounce his Mirror Jade. If I kill his Mirror Jade, he Raigekis my board. So I want to bounce it. So I'm going to target Mirror Jade on field. I'm going to target Edge him chain in his graveyard, which is the worst card in his graveyard, because it will force him to draw it on his draw phase. So he'll like be semi-bricked. And then Ryza will recur itself. The reason I do this is because I already have Dreaming Town. I don't really need M-Pen. So goodbye Mirror Jade. I'm going to set my Dreaming Town, and now I'm all set. So he's going to Edge him, Sabers, battle. I'm going to let him to swing. He's going to grab another Edge him. Doesn't matter. End of main phase. Dreaming Town, baby. Let's go. Eaglin. Chain block. Robina. M-Pen. M-Pen's going to grab Unexplored Winds. The reason I statue here is just in case this face-down card is branded in red. Or branded sword, right? And he can't actually use it. So activate Unexplored. Yeah, this game is completely over. So I'm going to shuffle 2 cards back. Stree will banish Unexplored Winds. Robina comes back. Yep. So I'm going to summon M-Pen by tributing. It was actually Super Poly. So Super Poly, he literally cannot Super Poly while I have Barrier Statue. I mean, not that he had any valid targets, but just saying, like. So I get a map. Robina. So I'm just going to like play it quick here. Just gonna summon Avion, tribute his board, and now I can swing for game. This is more than AK. Edge and Saber's gonna grab Patchwork. Doesn't matter because the game's over. 1, 2, 3 big birds is an OTK. Yeah, these Brenda Despia ain't got nothing on my burbs. Alright, final duel. Duel number 10. What do we have here? Another Brenda Despia. Okay. Oh, so actually no Sword Soul. I guess the Sword Soul games I played, which were very few, they just like insta-scoop. You know, it's like, what are they going to do? Right. It's flu. Nothing. Because they can't, none of their synchros are wins. Don't quote me on that. Alright, so he does go first, okay. Here comes the Aluber. Branded lost. He's gonna Branded Fusion. I'm gonna chain Winter Cherries and banish all copies of his Mirror Jade. So without Mirror Jade, he can't get. He does not have a banish. Mirror Jade gives him 2 banishes and then a Branded Red into Guardian Chimera pop. So even though he does recycle Mirror Jade using Lubellion and he makes Drago Stapelia here, that's still like 2 fewer interruptions on his turn, right? And actually, he's gonna use Branded Red now, which is interesting. So he's gonna make Masquerade. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is end board. So he has a pseudo Floodgate and then a 1 Monster Negate. That's all I have to do with. So I'm gonna use Prosperity. Alright, so I'm gonna Excavate 6. Let's see what we got. Oh look, Book of Eclipse! Even though I do reveal the map, I have to take Book of Eclipse. It's way too good not to take. So I'm gonna Book of Eclipse this field. Elborz, baby, let's go. So I'm gonna use Elborz to reduce. So Elborz effect says you can tribute some normal summon Wing Beast ones for 1 less tribute, and it gives me an additional normal summon. So basically, I'm gonna be able to summon M-Pen with 1 tribute. Yeah, he's just gonna scoop. Yeah, he knows it's over. Like, oh, it says connection fail. Oh, he guess he like rage quit. That's funny. But yeah, so I had an Avion, I had M-Pen. M-Pen was gonna come out. Was gonna search me a thing, right? Dreaming Town. Yeah, I was gonna swing. Like, he was pretty screwed. Let's just say that. Like, that's how important Mirror Jade is for the deck. Mirror Jade, theoretically, Branded Fusion can set up a total of 3 interruptions on your opponent's turn. Mirror Jade banishes a card. You can, or a monster, right? You can, alright, so the path is Branded Fusion will send Tragedy and Albaz. Tragedy searches ad libitum of Despia, right? Lubellion makes Mirror Jade banish a thing to sending Albion to basically get oh wait, no. You need the third. Sorry, 2 interruptions. The third interruption comes from ad libitum of Despia reviving Mirror Jade. So yeah, Branded Fusion myself is 2 interruptions, banish plus a Guardian Chimera pop. If he has a polymerization, a Frightful Patchwork, whatever, and he can make a second fusion using ad libitum, then he'll get 3 interruptions plus a Masquerade Floodgate. So yeah, 2 card combo can make Masquerade Floodgate plus 3 interruptions off of Mirror Jade plus Guardian Chimera from Branded Red. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, even though technically Lubellion can put the banished Mirror Jades back into his extra deck, the fact that I prevent him from even accessing it that first turn is just really important, right? Because not only did he already waste a Branded Fusion, but he needs another Branded Fusion on a future turn in order to bring that Mirror Jade out. So it is powerful. Anyway. So yeah, that's the Adventures of Floowandereeze flying me to Diamond 5. So I might switch decks for my climb for Diamond 1. The deck I switch into may be a surprise. I'm still deciding if I want to play that specific deck. I'll tell you all about it later. Well, let's look at the deck list real quick. So what I currently have on Eldritch is as follows. I cut Curse Elden because I realized after playing it once, I'm like, yeah, I hate this card. It sucks. Get rid of it. So obviously Sphere Mode's out. Lava Golem is in. Witch's Strike is still in, but after not seeing any adventure, I would actually take this out. What do I want to put in? Get Out is a really good card. I like Get Out a lot. because it hits Sword Soul, it hits Brandon Despia. Let's say Get Out. Yeah, that's a good. Feel free to put in Needle Sealing or something, but I think Get Out is a very, very good card. So, yeah. So monster lineup, spell lineups the same. We still have triple torrential, even though it's a lot weaker against Brandon Despia because of Brandon opening. 3 D-Beer mandatory, 2 right. So I have, check out my Floodgate lineup. Double Rivalry, double Skill Drain, double Shadow Imprisoning, double Gozen. Yeah, technically Gozen is not as good, but guess what, guys? Lubellion is a light and Mirror Jade is a dark. So if they branded Fusion into Lubellion, and they activate Lubellion, if you chain Gozen, they cannot make Mirror Jade unless they have a Luber on the field. So yeah, so this is what I have for my Eldritch. I had success with Shadow Imprisoning is very good. Rivalry is very good. Yeah, you're only going to face Brandon Despia and like a bunch of Numerons, which Numerons is just easy to deal with in general. Like D-Barrier, Torrent, like all these cards right here, including Get Out, by the way, just shit on Numeron, right? Like Get Out can bounce the two Numeron gates, right? D-Barrier prevents their summons. Torrential blows them up, right? Punishment blows them up. Solemn Strike, you negate one of their effects, done, right? Skill Drain, done. So this will fuck up Numeron, this will fuck up Brandon Despia, but again, it's a grindier game. So, and then for Floowandereeze, for those of you wondering what my deck looks like, I'm not gonna make another video. The only change is I took out Crystal Hockey Firebrax from my extra deck. I also took out Savage Dragon. I put in Numeron Gate number 1 because I was seeing Numerons everywhere, right? So yeah, so I have a Guardian Chimera just in case I'm going second and my top deck is Winter Cherries. I'm like, alright, well, Mirror Jade's already on the field. Let me take out Guardian Chimera. So that's why we have Guardian Chimera in here. Did not happen in these replays. So yeah, so this is my deck list for Flu. It's better than any other Flu player deck you'll probably see. D-Shifter MVP, Winter Cherries MVP. Yeah, if you Winter Cherries banish their number 1 gate against Numeron, they're done, right? Winter Cherries against Chisao, they're against Sword Soul. If they don't have Adhara, they're done, right? Sky Strikers. Goodbye Shizuku, goodbye Sky Strikers, right? I did play against an Evil Twin who insta-scooped after I basically took out his Lilla, right? I have Electromite here for Pendulums. Oh, I've also been seeing a lot of Pendulums lately, so yeah, take out Electromite. Their combo significantly weaker. Yeah, and I have a few others, Winter Cherries targets, but yeah, feel free to build your own extra deck for Winter Cherries, but yeah. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know people prefer me playing Eldritch over Floowandereeze, but again, I just feel like against Brandon Despia, it's just such, the games are so much longer and it's so grindier. I just wanted to win these games faster, right? So yeah, anyway, stay tuned for my next Adventures of series, which I'm gonna post once I climb to Diamond 1, right? It's gonna showcase me climbing to Diamond 1 with whatever mystery deck I end up using, as you'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Peace.